Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. This reading is for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it is for the week of July 18th to July 24th. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you, Earth signs. Pretty sure you know the deal. Take the reading as it resonates, leave what doesn't. I talk about astrology every now and then. I'll bring it up in the reading if it comes up. But in general, just, you know, if you kind of want to know the updates, Cancer season is almost over. We're going into Leo season on July 22nd. We also have a full moon in the sign of Aquarius on July 23rd. Which means Aquarius is about big picture. Aquarius is a mental energy. It is about getting your mind right, getting your mind focused on the big picture. It's also about rebellion and shifting away from going against the grain, as I say. So this full moon is going to really activate the parts of you that have been rigid, that need to be released. Okay, so this reading is for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see what we have coming in for the sign of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Element, Earth element, please, Spirit. Show me what I need to see. What's the current energy? One of my cards is upside down. I just saw it. Current energy for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so the first message I'm getting, I'll show you the cards in a second, is that you are needing to begin again. You have been, you are dealing with a hard reset due to just actions, situations, people, whatever it is that sidetracked you. Sidetracked, delays, distractions, and change. And then we have here beginnings, new direction, fresh start, chance. And then we have intimacy, closeness, sexuality, seclusion. I'm sitting on my porch, so if you hear cars passing by, that's why that is. The feeling that I'm getting with this is that there was something that maybe had like a false start. Maybe you tried it before and now you have to begin again. Or maybe, you know, you're just starting a new job, doing something that you used to do, and now you have to start all over. But it's the realization that it's time for you to get going again, to get doing the thing again, to shift your direction. Okay, and there was some delays, there was some distractions, there was some change. What's going on with the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Four of Wands. This is sometimes has to do with the home. Things you may have to begin again in your home with a family member, something like that. 1111 is also the aligned with this card, which is number 4, because the two wands kind of look like 1111. And so sometimes that does talk about you, the current situation, bringing you into a higher alignment. And what that means is that we all kind of are going through different phases that kind of raise our vibration, bring us higher. And sometimes you go like a little bit higher, sometimes you go a lot higher, sometimes you kind of go down, then you go up again. So with that 1111, it's kind of like a realignment of, you know, you have been put in a position where now you can realign yourself. The 3 of Wands is about having patience, understanding that you also need to wait, that it's going to take some time for this to pick up momentum. You know, maybe you are launching a new product and you understand the process. You know, in the past, it's like in the beginning, there's always a little bit of lag. You know, maybe you are starting a new team or coaching a new client or making a new friend, and it's taking some time for that foundation to build. The 4 is also about that, about building a foundation and needing to be patient with yourself. Okay. Wheel of Fortune is saying that the winds are changing. The time is here. The time for shifting is here. Okay. And that is where you are right now. Now let's see what the challenge is. It's a challenge for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, so the first card coming up says beauty. It says charming, graceful, luxurious. Yes, I heard it. And then I have pride, ego, arrogance, and stubborn love. So two things. One of them, the challenge is that you're having trouble making this transition graceful. You're having trouble expressing what you need. You're having trouble kind of like even being gracious about your own changes. And being compassionate with yourself. You're struggling with that. And with pride here, you're also struggling with your ego. Who are you outside of this ego? You know, where does the ego begin and where does the true self end? Like that cycle, right? And then I have purifying here, purge, clearing, and clean energy. And so this is all bubbling up because we're in Cancer season and emotions are bubbling up and all of these things are starting to come up and out, squeezed out, you know. These are coming out in order for you to purify them. They're becoming very apparent to you so that you can cleanse them, okay? Because you can see them now, so now you can face them. What's the challenge? I think you're also struggling with seeing the beauty in this. Seeing the beauty in you know, having to start again. Seeing the beauty in, you know, this being part of the journey, this being part of the process. Seven of Pentacles is again about patience. The challenge is that you're struggling with patience, and you're also struggling with seeing when are these fruits going to be ready for harvest? You know, I've been waiting, I've been investing 7 years, 7 months, or $7,000 or whatever it is. And when is it going to bear fruit? The challenge is that you're getting very impatient. Six of Pentacles here on the bottom is about unequal energy exchange. You have been, it's funny because what I'm getting like an energy that you haven't been putting in, and that's not what it is. You've been putting energy and effort into situations. Absolutely, yes. You are so hardworking, you are so giving. Because we are in Cancer season, emotions are super active. And so in this season, earth signs are not usually the more feely type of signs. And so in this kind of weather, you know, you're giving what you know how to give, but what you know how to give is so off from what people need right now because this emotional stuff. And also your emotions are coming up. So it's very hard to navigate other people's emotions in a peaceful, fluid way if you're also having to navigate yours. Okay, and so the challenge too is like, how do I give to this really, truly? Let's see what the advice is. I'm hearing hold still. Okay, clashing, differences, incompatibility, and conflict. And then we have deja vu. All right. Past life, karma, repeated past patterns. Advice for the earth signs, please. Advice for the earth signs, please. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune again. Knight of Wands and Page of Swords. Okay. So first we have clashing, differences, incompatibility, and conflict. In an advice section, this is a tough card to have because it's advising you to acknowledge where the conflict is coming from. It's advising you to acknowledge where within yourself there was a clash and where in the situation there was a clash. You know, where was there a miscommunication? Okay. Then we have deja vu, and this is past life, karmic lessons, repeated patterns. Also with this advice, I feel like it's telling you like, hey, this is a pattern. Can you see the pattern in the situation? What did you do last time and how did that work out? And if it didn't work out, how can you do something different? How can you learn from this that you've been through before? You've been through this before. How can you learn from it? And then you know, create a different outcome. Also, part of this tension and this back and forth is part of your soul's growth. It's part of your soul's lesson. And I know that that's not easy. That's not easy, especially when you're going through something that's painful. Okay? But there is a lesson here, always, to be learned. Now we have the Page of Swords. This is about downloads, ideas. Okay, this is an air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, this could be a good time for you to channel in new creative ideas, new strategies, and have these conversations with people about how to create a new momentum, a new, pick up the energy. With this advice also, it is to be open to new ideas, to be flexible to things being different. And then we have the Page of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is sometimes my fuckboy card, not gonna lie. I think if you're dealing with a fuckboy, this is really asking you, like, do you really want to go down this route again? If that is not your situation, the Knight of Wands is asking that you have faith in your passions, have faith in the fire that lives within your heart, and to move on some of these new ideas. Make some moves, whether it's writing them down or talking to a friend or, whatever it is, especially if it's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Also, if it's somebody that you're clashing with, I see these two characters, one of them's kind of looking away, one of them's looking towards. Be mindful of who you're giving your attention to. Attention is a form of currency, all right? Outcome. Let's see. Did the card flip over? Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Spiritual connection, deep love, soulmates, unity. I see you, it's funny because I saw it before the card turned over. I see you kind of leveling up from a very hard lesson. You've recently gone through some pretty tough lessons and they are finally pushing you to level up. Unfortunately, you may have had to lose some things, lose on some investments, lose out on some people or whatever that is. But it's actually assisted you in leveling up and kind of killing an old version of yourself and having to kill some old relationships in order to get here. This is going to open you up to new connections that are more suited to you. Okay, you might be dealing with the Scorpio. You could be building a new connection with the Scorpio. That looks very positive here. Positive aspects with the Sun card at the bottom. You might also be dealing with the Leo. All right, but it looks like you're going through such a huge transmutation, a huge death, and this death, whether it's literal or metaphorical or whatever, it is really transforming you to your core. And I think the results of this transformation and the ideas of it are going to become more clear during Leo season, but you have to be compassionate with yourself. You have to allow yourself to sit with your feelings. This is the last week of Cancer season. This is like the last of that water energy. Just, allow yourself to sit with it a little bit longer. And as we get into Leo season, they will become, it's like I'm seeing a bunch of things out of focus, like it's drunk energy. And then when we get into Leo season, it kind of lines up. Okay. Let's see about the goddess cards here. I'm doing a goddess card per sign. So for earth signs, please. Taurus. Taurus, Lakshmi, bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. And then we have the arts, express yourself through creative activities. Really bright solar plexus and throat chakra energy. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. We have expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. And Yemanya, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening up for you. Walk through them. Looking good. That was weird. My throat was hurting. And then Capricorn. Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn? Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. These are both cards about inner work, okay? Then we have Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released, death card, so that the new can enter. And then we have go outside, Cordelia. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. All right, and then final deck here for the earth signs, please. Any messages for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, please? Expected. All right, we have new moon. This is about new beginnings. Funny because we had that right in the beginning of your reading. This is about new beginnings, right? Having to start again. Then we have trust. Trust the process. Trust the unknown. We have water. Water energy. This is sitting with those feelings, cleansing them away, using water for ritual. Water is for cleansing, salt water baths, going to natural water, okay? But there's emotion that needs to be dealt with. And then we have divine masculine. Divine masculine could have to do with really strengthening your inner warrior through this process. It also has to do with father and son energy, okay? And how your relationship is with that. And then we have karmic path. And this is so funny because it's kind of essentially what I was saying about there being a lesson in there somewhere. Watch. Number 8. Karmic lesson, learning experience, hard work, perseverance, and structure. And this is a Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn. A new valuable lesson is available to you at this time, but it applies to the earth signs. This moment requires your due diligence. Pay attention to what's being presented. You have been down this road before. Our souls come to this earth school to learn valuable lessons as beings for the planet. What are you being taught right now? This moment may require hard work, but it will have many long-lasting rewards. You are not being punished, but you are gaining tools and experience for living that will be with you the rest of your life. Drawing this card is also here to tell you that the foundation of what you're building is strong and part of your legacy. Those words are ringing. Foundation, legacy, lesson, right? All right. Well, I hope that was helpful to you. I will see you next week. I wish you the best of luck closing out Cancer season, and I will see you in Leo season. I love you.